Hi, I'm Kaufman. I'm an incoming freshman at the University of South Florida. I'm a former student of Larry Finch's, and one of the reasons I think he'll be a good candidate for the office on the school board is that he has a good knowledge of how to interact with students and
Hi, my name is Kaufman, and I'm a local emergency room nurse, and I'm the proud mother of both Jacob and Jessica Kaufman, who both went to Delora Middle School and had the privilege of having Larry Finch. I strongly support Larry for school board candidacy. I feel that on the school board we need someone who's a teacher, who understands what's going on in the classroom, because that's where our children learn. Having two children, I can tell you that each of them learn in completely different methods. One conventional, one not as conventional. Mr. Finch understood that, and he was able to reach the children who learned unconventionally by using different methods that maybe other teachers wouldn't have. It just wasn't the textbook that was given. It may have been a movie, it may have been a comic book, but it was all important things, and therefore they both learned and really learned the subject that was taught at hand very well, preparing them both well. We need someone like that who's able to think out of the box to teach our children, and we definitely need a teacher on the school board.
Hi, my name is Daniel. I just finished my first year as a pre-med student at the University of Florida, and I had Larry Finch as a teacher for 2 years back at Delora Middle School. He is the only teacher I've stayed in touch with, and the only teacher I vividly remember from middle school, because he's the teacher that put more emphasis on the learning aspect of the classroom and the testing aspect of the classroom.
My name is Sherry Daniel. I am a nurse at Cape Canaveral Hospital in the Labor and Delivery Unit, as well as the proud mother of Brantley Daniel, Randy Daniel, and Morgan Daniel, two of whom were lucky enough to have Larry Finch as their middle school history teacher. Teacher for two of my children. Unfortunately, the third one did not go to Delora Middle School. He taught Brantley in 7th and 8th grade, and he is the only teacher I ever remember my children asking for a second year. Brantley came up to me at registration for 8th grade, looked at his schedule, realized that he did not have Larry for history, and dragged me to the guidance office to make sure he would have Larry again. That is the type of impact that Larry Finch had on my son. My daughter, similar to Ellen's daughter, is a non-conventional learner, and I have to say that the 1 year that my daughter Randy had Larry for history is the only year I really truly believe she learned history, and it was because of his non-conventional teaching methods. The comic strips that Ellen mentioned and the Illustrate test that I know Brantley loves so much.
It'd take forever.
But the best part for us was that Larry didn't just teach the children, and he didn't just grade a test and say, oops, here's your grade, deal with it. He made them go over the test and relearn and gave them an opportunity to retake the test, which as a parent I thought was great. It was a way to know that they actually did learn the information. I know that one of the big buzzwords right now is standardized testing, and Larry does understand the importance of the standardized testing as far as funding is concerned for our school district, which I think is very important. He tests differently in his classroom. He does test, he does give the standardized test, but he does retest to make sure these kids truly understand everything, and I think that's why my children came out of there so far ahead of the class. Lastly, I did want to say that it shocks me as a mother to know that there has never been a public school teacher serving on our school board. I think we should all take a moment to think about that and cast your vote for Larry Finch for School Board District 3.
Hi, this is Larry Finch, and I really do appreciate that the Kaufmans and the Daniels have done this to show what I've done when I've been a teacher and how much I've cared about all of that. And then I think it's very important to have a public school teacher on the school board so that these are the kind of things that can be done in addition to a lot of other things in this district that need to be improved.
A vote for Larry is a vote for all of Brevard's kids. Please vote for Larry Finch for School Board, District 3. Thank you.